There's no product placement. Hey guys, it's Sam Race here at Heavy Tech, and today we are going to do another build. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Put together another computer. You know, did deal with it. But this one is special because one of my son's friends has commissioned me to build him a gaming PC for $300. Now, I know some of y'all might think that that might be a little impossible for that amount of money in this current climate, and you'd be absolutely right, because it is. So we're gonna go ahead and help him out with a couple of parts from my inventory, and some parts that the money that he gave me went towards some of the items here. So we'll start from right to left. For the power supply, we're gonna use an EVGA 650 G3. This is a fully modular power supply that we're gonna use to go ahead and hook everything up. Underneath that, we're gonna be using a Aorus B450M, so this is a M-ATX motherboard, but it's still a great board, has 4 DIMM slots, M.2. For the graphics card, we're gonna be using a Sapphire RX 570, really solid card. I had this in a HTPC before and another gaming build I did. It'll put up solid numbers, it's reliable, and with AMD's new drivers, it should be no problem. So far for cooling, we're gonna be doing a couple of fans, so we're gonna be using some NZXT 120mm fans for the front, and then I have 2 NZXT Hue fans that we're going to be able, the RGB Hue fans that we're going to give him a little bling, as well as some NZXT RGB strips inside to kind of give the case a little more light. For RAM, we're going to be using 16 gigs of, what is this? Oh yeah, 3200 speed memory. The 16 gigabytes of RAM should be more than enough for his gaming needs. We shouldn't have any issues with that. For storage, for his games, we're going to use a 500 gigabyte ADATA SSD. And thanks to Ryan from Graphics Reviews, God, I hope I said that right. He also donated some money to help purchase some parts here for the build, so we appreciate his help. Like and subscribe his channel. He also does phone reviews, and he changes his handle on Twitter so often, so maybe I'll put it somewhere that if you want to follow him on Twitter. Great dude, good friend, he's an awesome guy. For his boot drive, we are going to be using a Kingston 120 gigabyte M.2 SATA. It's not NVMe, but you know, it's still pretty fast, and of course, the way things are going in this day and age, that if most people are using, you know, some sort of SSD for boot drives, and we'll go ahead and load Windows on this and have no problem. For the CPU, of course, we're going to be using a Ryzen 3200G. There's a couple of reasons why we're using APU. Just in case he happens to have any issues, he has backup. So this is so if anything happens, he can change ports, maybe not play games to the level it would be at if he was using the graphics card, but it'll definitely be better than nothing. Plus, it helps in troubleshooting, and any person that's kind of getting into like PC gaming for the first time, I definitely recommend APUs or something, at least with integrated graphics, to kind of help you out if something, you know, goes awry that you're not sure what to do with. For the case, we're going to be using a NZXT S340 Elite. Did they have an S340 Elite? I know it's an S340. I don't remember if this was like Elite or not. But this is an excellent case to build in. Like, I've used this case before. I actually love this case. I have another iteration of, I have 2 more iterations of NZXT cases that this was based off of. I have a 500, an H500, and then an H700i. NZXT makes solid cases. And going along with that, we're gonna give him some all-in-one liquid cooling. We're gonna put a Kraken M22 to keep his temperatures in check. Very solid cooler. And this whole setup together is gonna be something great for him to start off with and give him that foundation that if he wants to upgrade his processor, you know, with AMD, they have really cool, with AMD, they have a really solid upgrade path. Since it's B450, he can even go up to what the new 4000 series processors that AMD is going to be rolling out with. So he doesn't have to worry about being stuck behind a generation or two or not be able to upgrade parts if he so chooses anytime soon. So it'll be a quick build montage, and then I'm going to throw up some slides to test how good this is with a certain suite of games, you know, some Call of Duty, some Overwatch, some Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, and kind of put it through his paces and let you know if you were to build something like this similar, the kind of performance you were gonna get. Now, of course, with all these parts, this is a little over 300 bucks, but like I said before, this young kid is trying to get into PC gaming, and he works a job and gave some money to go towards building the PC. So I appreciate his effort and his hard work. So I'm gonna throw in a bit of the stuff that I have for him to go ahead and complete that package for him and get him into playing some games and having a good time and maybe get immersed in this whole culture that we like to be a part of. So sit back, relax, go ahead and enjoy the video that we're gonna have today, and then I'm gonna run the slides at the end of the video, and I'll probably do a follow-up video later to see how he's liking the PC. So, you know, be awesome, be heavy. We'll see you on the next one. Enjoy the video.